Hi, I'm Photo Junkie from photoshopbus.co.uk. This is another beginner tutorial. This is going to be real basic stuff. The last one was just on the user interface, so this time I think we'll move on to opening and saving documents. Right, let's start with opening a new document. You can press Control N, which is a shortcut, or you can come to the File menu and click on New. It gives you the options to name it. It gives you some presets. You can save a preset, so I've got 1000 by 1000. You can click Save Preset. I've already got it saved. It gives you resolution, which is how many pixels per inch or centimeter of the document. So how many pixels you want in each inch of a document. So if we turn just to inches, you can see that this is 10 inches by 10 inches because we've got 100 pixels in each inch, and we've got 10 inches. So that makes 1000 pixels. Hope that makes sense. Resolution is something we'll get into another time. There's color modes. You normally want to stick to RGB or CMYK, and you normally want to stick to 8-bit. More than that we can get into another time. And background contents will be white, transparent, or the background color, the advanced, and we'll click OK. There's our new document. Now I want to talk about opening a document. So we'll go File, Open, and you've got a option down here to choose what sort of file you want to open. I normally leave this to all formats, and then I can see all the different kinds of file types. So I've got PNG here, I've got PSD, I've got JPEGs here. So it's best to leave it to all formats unless you're looking for something specific like only PNG. So if I go to random renders and I click on PNG, it will just show me all the PNG ones, and I'll show you what they are in a minute. You double click on one to open it, or click and then click open, and it will open like that. Okay, now let's talk about a couple of other ways of bringing in documents. From Explorer you can drag. Now if you've got a document open in Photoshop, like we've got this skull, and we drag an image onto that document, it will land on that document. If you want it to be a document of its own, drag it up to this toolbar where it says copy and let go, and it'll be a document of its own. The same principle goes for bridge. Bridges. Okay, so that's using bridge. I'm going to close that because that's misbehaving. Now saving, I'm going to show you a few types of file types to save to and why. Now a JPEG, you save to a JPEG normally when you're happy with the image and you don't need layers to be saved. Now layers are something which we will talk about quite a lot in other tutorials, and if you've got multiple layers which are building up your image and you save it as a JPEG, you lose all them layers. So if you're not worried about losing them layers and you're happy for it to be flattened and one image to be made of it, save it to a JPEG. If we do File, Save As, and let's just do the desktop and we choose JPEG and save, it will give us some JPEG options, and this is just the quality. So if you want a small file size, take it down to the lowest, and then it's only 98, just over 98K, and you can see the quality is gone. If I move it up, watch the quality get better. Slightly gets better, but now it's nearly a megabyte. Next we're going to look at PSD. Now this, you can see we've got 3 layers: a black layer, some text, and then we've got a hue saturation adjustment layer. We want to keep all these so that we can re-edit. So we're going to go File, Save As, on the desktop, save it as PSD, which is up here, and click Save. And now if we close it and then click File, Open, on the desktop, choose PSD, which is at the top, you'll see it's there, and open it, and all our layers are intact. The next is PNG. If you want your image, if you've rendered an image and you've got transparency around your image like so, let's say you wanted to keep that transparency, so If you save this as a JPEG and you upload it and you show it on a website or on your on a forum, perhaps on an image site, it will have white around the up until the boundary of the document. So basically you'll have white and then the skull in front. Think of it that way. If you save it as a PNG, it will be transparent. You'll only show the skull. So to do that, you need to save it as a PNG file, save as PNG, or you can save it, I think, as a TIFF. That also gives it transparency. Let's try it. Save. You get some TIFF options. We won't go into them right now. We'll just click OK. Including layers will increase file size. OK. Let's close that. Double click to open. Let's choose TIFF. Open the skull, and you see we've kept that transparency. So there's a few ways of opening and bringing documents into Photoshop, and a few ways to save and file types to save as, which gives you different options. Remember, PSD retains the layers, PNG retains the transparency, and JPEG flattens the image. Thanks for watching, and I'll